What is going on, guys? This is Michael Williams from Cartoon Universe, and I'm going to go over today the AMA that happened on Reddit featuring Rebecca Sugar and some of the other crew members, and this actually happened right before Change Your Mind aired. Some of the questions actually got answered in Change Your Mind, so we won't be going over those, so I kind of compiled a list of the things that I found the most interesting and I think could possibly come into play later on in the series, or even if it can't or won't, it's still pretty interesting things to know. So without further ado, let's just dive into some of these little bits of juicy information. Just the one question. In Together Alone, Jade is credited, but who is she? Is she the fusion, her components, the gear gems, or all of them? Rebecca Sugar says, the two gems who fuse are both Jades, but different types of Jade, belonging to different courts. Their fusion is Lemon Jade. So there's a lot of confusion about this, if the fusion was a Jade, or if they were Jades, or if it was just the gear gems that were Jades. There was a lot of conflicting reports, essentially, and when we did the live stream after that episode aired, it was very confusing. So I'm glad she cleared that up. I'm glad someone asked that question. So is that thing on Yellow's head just a giant headpiece, or her actual hair? This has been killing me since 2016. Rebecca Sugar finally ends the helmet versus hair debate. Yellow Diamond has hair and it is extremely kempt. You will never see a flyaway. So there it is, people. That is not a helmet. That is hair. Look at them waves are on fleek, boy. Hello everyone, my sister's question. What is the purpose of Blue and Yellow Diamond's sweat being collected in each scene in the episode familiar? Rebecca Sugar says, to create more gems. This is an important part of the substance injected into kindergartens. Please see how gems are made. So this is basically what we theorized here on the channel right after that episode aired. So I'm glad that was 100% confirmed. All those juices and fluids were actually indeed being used to make new gems. What happens if Lars enters in Lion's Mane and tries to get out Lars's side of the pink dimension? Rebecca Sugar says, first off, only Steven can enter Lion's Mane, but he can bring others with him. If Steven brought Lars with him through Lion's Mane, Lars could travel to his own tree and with Steven's help, put his head through. Lars would enter a void where infinite Larses would be coming out of each other's heads until he pulled his head back out. I feel like we're not going to see this, but I am very glad that I know that. Okay, so in Story for Steven, there's a sign that says elect Buck Dewey. My question is, was this supposed to be Bill Dewey's father, who was mayor before him, and our Buck was named after him? Rebecca Sugar confirms yes. So I actually never noticed the elect Buck Dewey sign there. So I guess now we know Buck is actually named after his grandpa. That's pretty cool. Will it ever be revealed what all the gem writing / language in the show actually means? Rebecca Sugar confirms, my brother holds the keys to a lot of the gem writing, but I can give you a little piece of it. A line is placed above, below, or next to a diamond shape to indicate which diamond is being referred, showing where they fall in the diamond symbol. If you know this, you can tell whose gems are being mined in the kindergarten on Homeworlds. It's written on the wall. So there you have it. I haven't looked in the picture, but it is... yeah, that's pretty cool. That's cool stuff. Will Jasper get a redemption arc? Mickey Brewster says, more to come. So this could be referring to Change Your Mind after she was uncorrupted. And this kind of consoled her. She seemed to be pretty relaxed and it seemed like she was, particularly violent. So it's possible that that could be referring to that, or it's also possible that Jasper will actually be getting redemption arc in season 6 or in the movie or some other form of media that we just don't know about yet and they can't talk about it yet. So how much time has passed in the show since the first episode, Gem Glow? Rebecca Sugar confirms it's almost been 2 years. So I think we pretty much knew this, but there's been so many hiatuses and whatnot. I feel like it's easy to forget, but that does make sense. That means Steven is getting close to 15. He was 13 when the show first started, and then in Steven's birthday, he was 14, and he will be 15 relatively soon, assuming there's not going to be any time skip. Rebecca, when you first started out with the concept, first days even, what were some of the craziest ideas you ended up scrapping? Rebecca Sugar says, we did them. Actually, one of the earliest and most extreme ideas is coming tonight. I had originally written it into episode 10. So we didn't know what this was at the time because this was posted before Change Your Mind actually aired. But now we know, thanks to the most recent Steven Universe podcast. Rebecca Sugar actually confirms that episode 10, Giant Woman, was actually going to feature Steven's gem being removed and Pink Steven coming out of it, showing them fusing. That is way too much. Thank you so much for not doing that, because That would be a lot to take in. Just introduce fusion and then immediately have Steven fuse with himself with the embodiment of his light. I think it was definitely a great idea, a very smart idea to hold off that question, that lingering question in the back of our minds. What happens if his gem is gone? But that's pretty much all the most interesting stuff. I'm going to leave a link to a breakdown of the AMA down below in the description so you can check it out for yourself. I definitely recommend it if you're a fan of the show. A lot of behind the scenes stuff and little interesting tidbits, but I wanted to focus more so on the lore, the backstory, and possible things that could come up later in the series. But what do you guys think about all this? What is the most shocking piece of information that you've heard here? Have you had any theories confirmed or anything like that? Definitely let us know in the comments down below. And if you're new here, definitely want to subscribe, hit that notification bell for more Steven Universe and animation goodness. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave it a like. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I've been MYKAL Williams. You've been watching Cartoon Universe, and we'll see you in the next video. Peace.